Someone asked, what would you do if you won $100 billion? And people said, I'll invest, I'll help the poor, I'll build an empire, I'll change the world, I'll build an orphanage. But one comment stopped me, and he said, you will do with your money what you are doing now. You will do what you are doing with your money now. And that shook me. Increase doesn't change you. Money doesn't transform character. It magnifies it. If you are careless with little, you'll be careless with much. But if you are disciplined with little, then you'll be disciplined with much. Because increase does not create integrity, it reveals it. As written in Luke chapter 16 verse 10, whoever is faithful with little will be faithful with much. Faithfulness is tested in small rooms before large platforms. Stewardship before expansion. We pray for abundance but ignore management. We ask for influence but neglect discipline. We desire overflow but we haven't mastered order. Before multiplication comes maturity. Before expansion comes stewardship. God will not increase what you mismanage, and heaven will not fund what your character cannot sustain. This is bigger than money. This is not just about dollars. It's about how you handle your time, how you handle your emotions, how you handle your pressure, and how you handle your responsibility. If you cannot manage peace in private, how can you manage pressure in public? If you cannot lead yourself, how can you lead others? Humility before abundance. Abundance without humility produces pride. Influence without character produces collapse. We've seen it happen too many times. The world celebrates fast growth, but heaven celebrates faithful growth. And the question is not what would you do with more? Rather, the real question is, what are you doing with what you already have? Because what you do with what you have now is a prophecy of what you do later. If you can't manage $100, don't ask for $100 billion. If you can't manage influence in private, don't ask for a platform in public. Be right before you rise. Be disciplined before you dominate. And be humble before you expand. Because increase is not a reward for desire. It is a response to faithfulness. So if you can start being faithful with the little that you have, God will give you the privilege to be faithful with abundance. So your time, your business, your family, and the influence entrusted to you, none of this is accidental. It is stewardship. And your mastery at this stewardship determines your expansion. And if you manage it wisely, with humility, with discipline, with integrity, you will be given more room to do more. Because heaven does not increase chaos, it increases faithfulness. As it is written in Luke chapter 16 verse 10, whoever is faithful with little will be faithful with much. So before you ask for more, honor what is already in your hands. Before you seek for a bigger platform, be faithful on the current one. Before you desire expansion, demonstrate responsibility. Because increase is not a reward to desire, it is a response to stewardship. I will be faithful in little. I will master what is already in my hands. I will grow in character before I grow in capacity. And when increase comes, I will be ready. And let me say this clearly. Many people don't lose opportunities because of lack of desire. They lose them because of lack of preparation. And mind you, God is not withholding from you. He is preparing you. There are many doors that look delayed, but they are protected. Because if increase arrives before maturity, it becomes distraction instead of blessing. If influence comes before discipline, it becomes exposure instead of expansion. So maybe the season you are in right now is not punishment, it is preparation. Maybe the smallness you find yourself in is not rejection, it is refinement. Because when God enlarges your territory, He expects you to sustain it. And sustainability is built in hidden faithfulness. From today, master, you appreciate what you already have by managing it with wisdom, by managing it with carefulness. Handle it like it's an $100 billion deal. before you can receive $100 billion. And this is the method for increase. And here is a powerful key many overlook, but it's the key to bring you increase. Gratitude is not just saying thank you. It is recognizing what God has placed in your hands. That is enough for your current situation and your current life. When you are grateful, you stop complaining. And when you stop complaining, you start stewarding. And when you steward faithfully, increase follows. Gratitude shifts you from scarcity to trust and assurance in God. Not because the universe responds to vibration, but because God honors faithfulness. Gratitude says, I am not lacking, I am being prepared. And when you live in gratitude, you stop chasing for more and start maximizing what you already have. And that is the posture that attracts increase. Because increase is not pulled by desperation, it is entrusted to maturity. If this message stirred your spirit, comment, I will be faithful with little, and share this with someone who is preparing for more. And remember, be strong and courageous, because with God, He will scale over everything. Stay blessed, and God bless you.